Hey guys, what's up? This is your girl Sunny of Smills Media, and we are down here at the Look and Dine In Cinema for the debut of FORTIS FEMINA film, a film by Mitesh Patel, and I'm here with some of these lovely guests today. How are you doing, guys?
I'm Lori Nunez.
Why don't you guys go ahead and state your name and let us know what did you feel about the film?
I'm Desmond Fowler. Just being a male, actually, my wife is actually a very, very dominant woman in the industry as well as Lori. And it's just nice to see women empowered, and to be honest, it makes me think. At the end of the day, I mean, we have women this powerful in our lives.
Yes.
There's nothing that we cannot do.
Yes, I was actually touched by the film. It was like the story of my life. Like, I felt like I was living through this film. So
And it's like you're with almost, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's like we literally went on the journey with these ladies.
That's right. And how important is that? How do you feel like how important is that for many other women to actually see this film, to be able for it to be out there more and more and more?
I think it's really important for a lot of women to see that, like, they're not the only people going through one struggle, or they're not the only one. They're not alone out there. At the end of the day, like, sometimes it's best to talk about the issue over holding it back and keeping it down within.
Mm-hmm.
Talk, because there are great people around you that you never know what they've been through as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Was there any particular thing in the film that you can relate to yourself?
Personally, I can relate to just having a troublesome childhood.
Okay.
And being actually, as you stated about yourself, being a foster child.
Okay.
So I grew up in the foster care system as well.
Okay.
I was in my whole life, and I was fortunate enough that one of my family members ended up picking me up.
Ah, nice. Blessings on blessings. And look where we are today.
Look at that, we're sitting here. I never thought I'd be interviewing on a red carpet.
Okay. Well, we're here. All right.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead and state your name and let them know where it is that you're from. And
Hi, I'm Lori Nunez, and I am a FORTIS FEMINA member. I did go on the retreat with all these beautiful ladies, and it was absolutely astounding and life-changing. And I was so excited to help work on this movie, and it's been a blessing.
yeah, I think with Sedona, them picking Sedona and it being in Sedona is so uplifting. You know, and Arizona in itself is so uplifting. That's why I actually moved here and, and different things like that. So, yeah, it was a really, really good film, and thank you for your feedback.
My name is Cami Nunez, and I'm here to support my aunt Lori Nunez.
Yes.
With my fiance Desmond Fowler.
What did you think of the film?
It was beautiful. It was well shot. Honestly, it reminded us of one of our favorite shows we're watching right now, too.
What show is that?
We're watching Suits. And it reminded us the same, cinematography of it. Beautifully done. So,
yeah. So, well, thank you guys so much for coming out, and we appreciate you guys.
thank you.
Thank you so much.
My name is Alyssa, and I'm from the Phoenix area.
Okay, and then what did you feel about the film FORTIS FEMINA?
Well, an unexpected epiphany or change in my life, because I lost my husband 8.5 years ago. He was my best friend. We'd been together 20 years, and I haven't been able to fast forward my life into a new life.
Mm-hmm.
But when I saw this film and saw the lady with her daughter on the ground, it made me realize her lesson was to let go, and I realized it's time for me to let go.
Yeah.
So this film really affected me emotionally, and in a good way. So very positive, very good job done for this film.
Do you encourage anyone else to watch the film?
I think everyone should watch this film, because everyone has had some kind of tragedy or problem faced through their life, and I think this just might help them let go of the things that they carry day to day.
Yeah. I even had an experience from this film, and when I say that it was actually a beautiful film, it actually was a really beautiful film, because like I said, I actually can relate. I felt like I was in the actual film myself.
You felt their pain, you felt their transition, you felt their happiness.
I've been there.
Positive affirmations in the end. And I think everybody deserves to have that in their life.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
All right.
I'm Rob. I'm from Ahwatukee, which technically is Phoenix, but also kind of Chandler. And and I just saw Fortis Femina, and I loved it. It's a great film. It was a story that you don't see in movies a lot right now, and I think that members of the audience really responded to it, myself included.
Do you feel like, as a lot of things that our women are going through, that they need to watch this film?
Absolutely. I was the editor on the film, candidly, so I'd seen the film a number of times, had worked on the editing for the performances, and really had gotten to know a lot of the performers through the raw footage, and from that perspective, I think that they did a great job portraying each of the real life characters, and those who played themselves were impressive, and I think that's also, a compliment to Mitesh, the director.
Yeah, shout out to Mitesh Patel for putting together such an amazing film. I mean, this is beautiful. I mean, I know it had to be hard for some of the women too to act these experiences out from,
Absolutely, and I've gotten to be Facebook friends with at least Christine and a couple others who played themselves in the film.
Yeah.
And it's been really interesting to sort of have edited the film and know her background, and now get to know her as a person on Facebook, as someone that volunteers for the Chandler Film Festival and Coco as well. And, just see it in real life after editing the movie version. And, it definitely speaks to the current environment of movies that blend sort of real life and fiction.
Yes, it definitely, like I said, it's the story of my life. I felt like I was in the film. I should have been in the film, but it was beautiful. You guys did a wonderful job, and thank you for your feedback so much.
Absolutely. It's definitely one of those movies that could have been a documentary, but I'm glad that it was not a narrative.
All righty. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks.
My name is Jennifer, and I'm from Queen Creek, Arizona.
Okay, so I have to ask you a question. How did you feel about the new film, Fortis Femina?
It was such a treat for me to get to be here to see this film. I know two of the actresses, and so I know just a little bit about their story, but the vulnerability that those women had in opening up and sharing their story was truly powerful. And I really got a lot out of the message of women connecting with other women and having each other's back and being there for each other through those challenges that we have. So
I think that's what it's all about, right?
It really is. It really came through in that film.
And we need that for each other and being able to uplift each other more and more and more and more.
I absolutely agree.
Was there anything in the scene that really, really touched you or that you can relate to?
I really related actually a lot to Rebecca's story.
Okay.
Some of the things that I've been through, so I related a lot to her story. But yeah, there was something in all of those women's story that I think we can relate to.
And how were you able to overcome some of those things?
Lots of help. Really good, supportive people who've come into my life when I needed them.
Well, that's a beautiful thing. And I like how, too, where they talked about the breath work and breathing and that's kind of what got me through a lot of things too. Yoga, meditation, just being able to speak affirmations, going out in nature, and walking in nature and different things like that. So yeah, I definitely can relate.
Yeah. Those are all been important parts of my journey too.
Well, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you. Yes, absolutely.
My name is Kayleen, and I am from Mesa, Arizona.
All right. Arizona native, right?
Yes.
All right, so let us know, how did you feel about the film, Fortis Femina?
Oh, it was so wonderful. I'm so grateful that I was able to be here tonight. I think a lot of women can really relate to the stories that are told in this film, and we just have such a strong bond when we can come together as women and share that vulnerability and share the things that we've been through and really help each other through the hard times.
I think that is very, 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 very important, and I think that this film needs to get out more and more to our beautiful women, and really too, not just women, men as well too, because with us, it forms different relationships and different things like that, and we have to be able to grow from these experiences and different things like that, and tap in within ourselves as well. So,
absolutely.
Was there like a favorite part in the movie, or anything that touched you in the film that was like most important to you, or that you can relate to?
Yeah, definitely. I have been through a lot of difficult experiences in my life as well, and it's good to know that you're not alone, that we all have our story and we all can relate to each other, and whether it's the exact same story or not, we all have difficult times, and it's so wonderful to know that we have tools that can help us get through those times. I love how she talked about the breathing, the yoga, all of that. And then God has really been a huge part of my healing and my ability to move forward and to pursue the life that I want to live and to be able to overcome those hard times.
And Betty, anything you want to say to Betty? She is beautiful.
Oh, that's so amazing. I actually met Betty at a networking event a few years ago, but I had no idea when I was invited to this movie tonight that she wrote it. And so when I saw her name on the screen, I was just like, oh my goodness, we're Facebook friends. So I just want to say congratulations to Betty and thank you so much for sharing this amazing story and for all of the work that you do to help so many women.
Peace and love to Betty Ramirez. We thank you so much. Like I said, this film inspired me as well. Like I said, I felt like I was living it. I felt like I was in it. So it definitely touched me as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm Lavender Gill. I actually live in Philadelphia.
Oh, okay.
And we flew out here for the premiere, and I'm the screenwriter.
Oh, nice. How long have you been doing screenwriting?
I've been writing for 25 years. For this particular thing, or for screenwriting? Well, in screenwriting in particular, I'm a storyteller. Doesn't matter if I'm using a camera or words or, speaking on a stage. I love telling great stories.
Real life situations as well too.
Absolutely.
All right, so I gotta ask you about being like.
Today is the first day I saw the movie. So.
What was your take on it?
I was very happy with it. I was really pleased. Because you never know, when you write a screenplay and you hand it over to somebody, it's like selling a car. You don't really have any control over it anymore.
So I have to ask you, is there anything in there that you can relate to that's relatable to you?
Oh, absolutely. The first thing about it is a hard story because it's about trauma.
Right.
There's a lot of trauma that's going on, and it's difficult to tell that in an entertaining way. And the second thing is you have 7 main characters in like an 85, 90-minute movie.
Right.
So each character is getting about 10 minutes.
Right.
And so what I really had to do was dig into each one and just kind of find like what's at the core of that story. And it's not easy to write, and it brings up stuff when you're writing.
Oh yeah.
There's a famous quote that I love: "No tears in the writer, no tears on stage." And so it was an emotionally draining experience. Yeah.
Do you think it's very important for more of our youth to watch this, and more women to watch this?
I've been blessed to be a college professor for a long time and deal with a lot of young people, and the trauma is there in everyone.
Yeah.
I can't imagine anyone goes through life without feeling some type of pain.
And being able to grow and actually heal.
Well, they don't teach you how to deal with it in school, do they?
Not.
And so it's a difficult thing to deal with. It's a rite of passage. And, I think even from the reaction we got from the crowd today, we had multiple people talk about their issues and how the film had helped them already.
Myself, it felt like I was already in a film, or I needed to be in the film, because it was just beautiful. I can relate.
Yeah, and that's when you go, okay, we did a good job.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hey guys, what's up? I am actually standing in front of one of the beautiful actresses that was in the film, FORTIS FEMINA. How you doing today?
I'm good.
Guys, this is Nikki Bustamante. Did I say it right?
Bustamante.
Bustamante, okay. So, I just have to ask you, how long have you been, acting? Is this your, first go-around?
So this is my first feature film.
Okay. You did amazing, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I've been acting for 6 years. I'm primarily a commercial actor, but this was my first film. So it was so much fun.
What was your inspiration behind the film? How did you get in it? Get the part, or?
So I was asked to audition for the film, and it was pretty crazy because the audition, when I was asked to do the audition, they asked me to do a monologue, and the first monologue that came to my mind was a one where just basically it was dramatic.
Right,
so
right.
I brought out every emotion, and it was It was about a man not marrying me after 8 years of dating, me throwing a fit. And so they loved the variety of emotions I was able to pull out. And I got the honor to play Mariela Gomez, which I just met her at the wayside. And it was just an incredible story. So it was such a huge honor for me. It's such a great opportunity to play somebody who has such an incredible story that so many people can relate to.
Right, that's what I was going to ask you, like being around all of those women, how was it for you and how hard was that for you? Like them telling your story, I know, because I know I cried, you know what I'm saying, and just different things like.
Yeah, so as everyone has gone through some traumatic event, even if it's, some are bigger than others, but we can all relate to something in that movie.
Yes.
I was able to relate with almost every single one of those females. So it was very hard for me to listen to their stories and not think about my own life, my own experiences. So, man, and then the ones that I didn't actually experience that story, I put myself in that, like,
actually living it.
Oh my goodness. But I'm a crier. I watch movies and I cry. So yeah.
I am too.
Yeah.
I'm a water sign, so of course,
Aquarius?
No, Pisces.
I'm Aquarius.
Okay. Yeah, you're a water bearer. Yeah. So, but yeah, man, like you guys did such an amazing job. Like I said, it's the story of my life. I definitely can relate to it. I felt like I was actually in the film with you guys. So
our goal is to bring out emotion. Our goal is to touch your heart and then create some type of action from that. So whether that be healing or that be motivating to go and inspire other women, just be a support system, or to create a safe place to make somebody else feel comfortable and vulnerable.
And do you think that this will be good for more of our teenage young girls to watch as well too?
Yes, because you don't have to go through those struggles alone.
Right.
It shows that when you are surrounded with other people who want the best for you, that's where you can thrive.
Yeah.
And it shows that. It shows surround yourself with some good people.
Oh yeah. Through yoga, through meditation.
Yeah, it's okay. What did they kept saying? It's okay to not be okay.
Right.
That cannot be any more true.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And a real friend will sit in it with you instead of trying to
cry with you. Yeah.
Let you be in that place. And I think that's so amazing.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yes. Again, thank you for sharing how it touched you.
Absolutely,
I loved doing this movie, and I'm so grateful that it did have the impact.
Thank you. I feel like it was meant for me. I was here for a reason. So, and it to come out on top of me. And do all this. It's like
did that. This movie made me feel like, wow, this was meant for.
Yeah, because you get a lot of people that always say, "Oh, you don't look like you've been through that," or "You don't look." But it's like, how do you supposed to look? You just never know.
Or even more, why I love my character so much, because she said in front of the camera, she knows exactly who she needs to be, what she needs to say. She's got it.
Right.
But when she's by herself, that's where the struggle is.
Yeah.
You could put on a mask, but who are you when you're by yourself? And so
that's very
it's pretty incredible.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can I get a hug?
Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Yes, all right.
Hey. Oh, good. Good to see you.
Yes, likewise. Why don't you go ahead and state your name and then just let everyone know where it is you're from?
Hey guys, my name is Vishal Chilka and I'm a neighbor. I'm from Chandler. Yeah.
Did you watch the film?
I did.
FORTIS FEMINA, right?
FORTIS FEMINA.
Yes. What did you think about the film?
Oh my God, they did like such an amazing role playing Betty. I could like see Betty. I have one thing to say to Betty. Like Betty, the woman who played her role, the woman who played your role, she did a better job being a Betty than you. Oh God, she was like so much Betty. Yeah, I like her.
This movie, like I said, was very inspiring and different things like that. Is there anything that you can take away from the film?
So there's so much I got to know. As a guy, here's my feedback. Like, I got to know so much struggles that women go through that as a guy, I would like never know in my life. But fortunately, I have like the women in my life. I know the struggles and I could relate their struggles with what it was shown in FORTIS FEMINA. And it's really moving.
Sometimes you never know.
Yeah.
We'd be the strongest women out here doing all of this stuff, and you never know what they've been through. So.
And right here, we have one of the strongest women.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And well, like, one more feedback I would say is you can create, like, you know, FORTIS FEMINA 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, man,
Yeah, like 6 more movies, getting like
a whole tribe of women, or even with men.
Yeah. Get like in-depth story about like every character. I would love to see that.
Oh yeah. And I think this helps with relationships, friendship, like love, just being able to tap more back into yourself as well, you know, and just healing yourself.
Hey, you know what? From the movie, I learned how to treat girls even better. I know, right?
Okay. All right. With that being said, we appreciate you for coming out. Thank you so much for your review. Appreciate you. All right.
Good to see you again.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, how you doing, beautiful? Good. How are you, sweetie? Good. Go ahead and state your name and let everyone know where it is you're from.
My name is Rebecca. I am actually from Chandler, Arizona.
Oh, okay. Born and raised?
No, I was born in Idaho.
Oh, okay.
I lived back in Virginia for most of my life, so back to Arizona.
Okay, so I have to ask you.
Moved back to Arizona, sweetie.
So I have to ask you, what did you think of the film?
I thought it was great. I think it really makes people like put things in perspective. You don't know what people go through in life and what happens. And I tell people all the time, you should never judge a book by its cover because you don't know what's going on with their life.
I agree.
We just gotta love each other because we don't know what's going on and we don't know what struggles people do have and don't have.
And do you think more and more women should come together like that?
Yes, I do, because I think a lot of times these days, women, they try to judge each other.
Yeah.
And if someone looks a certain way or someone has something else, like, accept the beauty of everybody. Like, everybody has beauty. Everybody has something good. Accept the beauty that
love
we have.
You, be yourself.
Yes,
be
love
comfortable
you, be
in your own
yourself,
skin.
and be comfortable with, like, accepting that other people are beautiful and other people are amazing, and that's what makes our world great.
I love it.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you for coming out.
Yes, all right.
We appreciate you. Yes, absolutely.